Hi Aries, welcome to your December Singles Love Tarot reading. So Aries, we're going to be looking at you as a single. So we're going to be looking at your energy and then the love energy around you and see what's going on for you as a single. Now do keep in mind, I keep these singles readings open to whatever comes out, which could be past, present, or future. If you're looking for new love only, I'll be doing that a little bit later on the channel. But welcome in, Aries. We have I believe this is the fairy tarot / oracle. We'll be using this for your opening messages. Then we have the chrysalis tarot. We'll be doing that, using that for your reading. And we have the crystal angels for closing messages. But welcome in, Aries. Welcome in. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in, and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot, and this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements, cross watchers, male or female, general collective reading, and all readings should be considered timeless. This is just when the messages are coming out, so keep that in mind as well. So let's see what's going on with you, Aries. Let's see what your opening messages are. The Three of Swords. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. It's not a great energy with the Three Swords. Two of Pentacles. Bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs. An exceptional talent for multitasking. Eight of Cups. The desire for a more meaningful life. Realizing that it's time to move on. Choosing to make major life changes. Wow, Aries. And we have renewal here, which is 20, which would be 2. 2 is about choices, decisions, partnerships, and unities. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose. Releasing judgments of yourself and others. This is the Judgment card. So I'm going to mention the signs as I see them, Aries. It could be signs that chart people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, it's totally fine. You can disregard them. But we have Scorpio showing up with the Judgment card. Well, you absolutely walked away from something. Obviously, you're single now. I feel like a lot of you may have a lot going on right now, especially some of you may even be divorced, been divorced for a while, and you're trying to make it on your own. And you may have 2 jobs. You may just have a lot of responsibility on your own now, and you're learning how to juggle all that in, living life as a single person. You definitely, it looks like here you probably had your heart broken in the past, but you've done a lot of life review, relationship review, healing, forgiving, releasing, whatever you had to do. Big decisions as well, judgment calls, but everything coming out or working out as it should be. So we're going to be looking more into your energy as well, Aries. And then we'll look at the energy around you. So definitely you're single. This could be the distant past, more recent past, however it resonates for you, if that part does. But let's see what's going on for you. Like I said, we got the chrysalis deck, chrysalis, and then we have the crystal angels to close it out. So tell me about Aries energy right now. What do we need to know about Aries energy right now? Let's see. 4 of Pentacles. The Emperor. The 5 of Swords. The 7 of Wands. And the King of Swords. King or Queen, it don't matter, but the King of Swords can indicate somebody possibly widowed or divorced. So that's definitely coming into play here. We are looking at your energy. Some of you could have air in your chart, but that's Gemini. And we also have the Emperor. That's you, Aries. That is you. Or you can be dealing with another Aries or whatever the case may be. I feel like here, Aries, you're really holding your own now. You're really holding out and holding your own. And I also feel like in the past you thought you were with your Emperor, Empress, whatever, and you ended up being deceived, stabbed in the back, let down, betrayed. heartbroken. You know, obviously they have the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, not great energy. And Seven of Wands, that's you, you know, learning how to set healthy boundaries, standing up for yourself, telling it like it is, right? Maybe even blocking where you have to. Definitely, Aaron, definitely honest truth, clarity, and communication, and just telling it like it is essential, right? And you maybe learn that the hard way, but it's definitely something that probably needs to happen moving forward, right? I heard on a regular basis, so whatever that means. I also when I was laying out the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor, I got that energy of the Four of Pentacles can be about foundation, holding on, not letting go. It could also be a little bit of a stuck energy or holding back. But I also feel like holding out, like you're just holding out. And I heard Holding Out for a Hero, that song. So I think you're just, you know, you want someone that's going to treat you right? So you want like that quote unquote hero type energy, and that's probably what you're holding out for, right? Let's see what's on the bottom. Five of Pentacles reverse. So, you know, if you've been alone for a while here, I think you're tired of feeling maybe a little bit lonely, lack in your life, right? Feeling like maybe it's time to move on. Let's see if there's something new out there. So we'll do one more row on your energy, and then the remainder of the reading will be the energy around you. We'll see what's going on. All right, Aries. So let's see. Tell me more about Aries energy. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're ready for something new in your life, right? Solid new beginning, something that's equal, balanced, you know, equal reciprocation, give and take. I think you're more in a balanced place right now as well. Knight of Pentacles, yeah, you took your time, didn't rush into anything, didn't rush anything. You did what you had to do, regain your stability, your foundation, right? Your healing, strength, yeah, overcoming anything. And I think you overcome a lot. Strong, courageous, brave, and I think you're in a really good place now, Aries. I do like that strength coming out. Queen of Pentacles. You know, it's very dedicated, loyal, trustworthy. Sometimes that can indicate marriage, commitment. Some of you, it definitely, I feel like I said, part of the past. But also, I think you're ready for something new in your life, right? Like longing to be in another connection, but one that's going to work, and definitely having your guard up, right? And having your healthy boundary. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. I think you're much stronger and more aware, right? More of a sense to you. But I do like a solid new beginning here, though, with the Ace of Pentacles. I do like that. So let's see. We have Capricorn, Leo, another card of Aries here. Queen of Wands. So you're coming out a lot in your reading. And the Hermit. Definitely single, right? Hermit is a very, very single energy. Also, you know, spending time alone, maybe a little reclusive, going within, healing, finding the way, the path, the light, wisdom, right? You've definitely done a lot here. Okay, so let's see, Aries, what's the energy around you? What's the energy around you? Okay, what's the love energy around Aries? Singles, what do they need to know at this time? What do they need to know this time? Oh my God, are you... So in this deck, the Fool, it just came out, and look what the Fool is called, the Hero. Oh my gosh, I was just... That's crazy, because when I was laying out the first two cards there, I was hearing, I'm holding out for a hero. That is crazy. Okay. All right, Spirit. All right, then. Okay. So we have the Fool, the King of Pentacles reverse. We do have the King, Queen of... Oh, this is the Queen of Wands. Did I call that the Queen of Pentacles before? I'm sorry. That's the Queen of Wands. That's you. You know, you have your fire and your mojo back, right? I don't know why I'm seeing that as the Queen of Pentacles. But this is the King of Stones. That's the King of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles. Why am I getting the energy here of possibly somebody? Now, the King of Pentacles kind of energy can also be somebody divorced or something like that, because upright, married, committed, blah, blah, blah. The Chariot, someone also ready to move forward. Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands isn't always a player to me. You know, for me, the Knight of Wands, in reverse sometimes, the Knight of Wands for me is a go-getter, fiery, passionate, determined. They go after what they want and they make it happen, right? A very driven kind of energy. So we have somebody here who's ready for a fresh new start, clean slate start, energetic reset, no baggage. Possibly somebody who's also divorced, but single, which is good. Seven of Pentacles, this person also, that's a very still kind of energy, holding out, right? But also ready to move forward. Could be you may meet this person in travels, commuting, something around your vehicle perhaps. It could be someone very fiery, you know, go-getter, like I said, enthusiastic, you know, as well. They could be a little bit of a traveler. Maybe travel for work or something like that. But we do have here Sag, Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo. The Fool's Aquarius. What am I saying? I'm sorry. The Fool's Aquarius. All right, and we have the Ace of Wands reverse. I do like that in a way, because that's telling me that whatever happens here, it's not solely going to be based on passion, if you know what I mean, right? Which is actually, you know, probably a good thing. Right, so tell me more about this King of Pentacles type person. They could also be somebody that works in finances, sales, business, you know, that kind of energy. Maybe they could also make good money. Even though it's reversed, that's okay. I feel like they're single, possibly divorced in the past. Three of Swords reverse. So you had it upright, they have it reverse. Interesting. Eight of Cups reverse. The Hangman. Is this somebody you know? Four of Swords. And the Page of Cups. Possibly this could be somebody that you know, because we have the Eight of Cups reverse. For me, that can be a stuck energy. Perhaps sometimes that for me, that could be somebody returning. I don't think this is anything to do with the past, but it could be somebody that you already know in some way, shape, or form. I also feel like this person isn't going to leave you. They're not going to run, right? With the Eight of Cups reverse. So it could be that too. If you don't know, this is someone that's not going to run out of fear. This is someone who's mended a broken heart. You know, they were disappointed. They've been through it too. But this is someone who isn't going to run. Hangman, so they're willing to hang around, right? Four of Swords, they've done a lot of healing, you know. And the Page of Cups is very loving. It's a new energy. Romance, romantic proposal, invitation, the Page of Cups. And if this is someone who does travel, I think if this person travels somewhat for what they do, they'd be willing to kind of settle down and not travel so much, even if it is for work, you know, when they meet the right one, right? So that's an option for them. So if you're worried, oh my God, I don't know if I could be with someone who travels or there's distance, but I think this is someone who would settle down. And that wouldn't be something you would have to worry about. So I do like that. So let's see, we have Pisces, two cards of Pisces here. Let's see what's on the bottom. The High Priestess. Another Pisces card. I feel like this is someone you don't know, because the High Priestess can be things we don't know. Secrets of the unknown, right? Intuition. You'll have to let your intuition guide you. Interesting. Okay. Now the Fool for me is right now. So for some of you, this could be right now. So let's pull, we're going to pull one more row of clarifiers to see what else we need to know about this for you, Aries. Then we'll get into the crystal angels. But if it does resonate or you're enjoying this, please do like, comment, all the good things. Be greatly, greatly appreciated. The Hermit coming out again. So yeah, this person is single too. 7 of Swords. I don't like that one, but let's see. The Star reverse. The High Priestess coming out again. I'm just feeling like this person was also waiting for the right one, the right time, and they would know it, right? They could be very intuitive or spiritual. I'm feeling like this person didn't want to be let down or hurt again, right? Maybe perhaps afraid of not being fulfilled or that wish not coming true. Probably the same thing as you, right? Because we have the 7 of Swords here with the Star reversed. In reverse. But the Hermit is very single energy for me. And the 7 of Cups. Let's see, we got Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo again. 7 of Cups. Could be a little illusion, confusion. Not sure. I feel like this person just was in the same energy you were in. Like, I don't know if I'm ever going to meet the right one. I'm just kind of holding out for the right one. I definitely don't want to repeat the past again, you know, with somebody new. And I'm feeling like this person, it's the same thing with this person. I just keep getting that. Let's see, let's keep going a little bit here. Ace of Swords, so that's truth, clarity from source, awakening, epiphany, aha moment, successful new beginning. 2 of Swords, so big decisions here. 2 of Wands in reverse, though, is about choosing a path and making a decision, so I do like that. The Queen of Cups in reverse. So I think there's going to be, like, I'm not going to put my whole heart out on the line, but there's still romance here because we do have the Page of Cups. And I also feel like you, and when you meet them, you're probably both going to realize, you know what, I haven't been in a relationship in a very long time. It could be 2 years, 3 years, for some of you, maybe even more than that, right? Justice. But things could indicate divorce too on both ends, but things that are meant to be, balance, universal law and order. So I do like that. Let's see what's on the bottom here. 9 of Wands. Again, you know, there's been a lot of challenges, I feel. But here's Temperance. It's 2 soulmates coming together. I think you're definitely going to understand each other. It's going to be great repertoire and balance and healing and feeling like a really good fit with each other, I feel. 10 of Swords. Yeah, there's been a lot of endings here. But the 3 of Wands in reverse could be happening right now. Like right now for some. 6 of Swords, though, is positive movement forward. Healing, balance. Could be traveling, right, as well. So I just feel like here, you know, and I think it's about getting to know each other, taking it slow, being a little cautious, and just not rushing into anything. But I think that's a really good thing. A really good thing. So let's get you some crystal angels, Aries. And it's important also not to trauma bond. Like if you've been through anything bad in the past and they have too, and you're like, oh my gosh, and you know, and you kind of bond on that, just be careful of that too, because you don't want to do that either. But let's get you some crystal angels, Aries. See what else you need to know. Also, everything else you need to know is down below in the description box, so you can check that out as well. All the links and info that you need. Amber, give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release the situation for God, to God for healing and answers. Yellow Jasper, control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. Wow, so some of you may have been dealing with someone very controlling in the past, as maybe them too. And it's saying, you know, we can release that now. Aqua Aura, healthy communication in relationships. Yeah, we talked about that. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. Exactly. And Tiger's Eye, self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself. by believing in God working through you. So, and we have pink here. This is a new love for me. So I definitely feel like this is a new love situation, Aries. And I think it's going to be a good thing. You know, it's just about, like I said, taking the time, not rushing, getting to know each other slowly. Don't trauma bond. Don't do that either. But I think there's something really good here for you. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. So I do hope that helped, that resonated. Again, everything you need to know is down below. I am wishing you the best, and I shall see you next time.